This is probably one of my favorite podcasts so far. It's very funny.
Welcome back. It's a big day, Trevor.
Yeah.
It's a real big day.
I'm nervous.
And we picked the perfect guest for it. I'll tell you that. This is our 50th episode, so it's a very special occasion.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you. Everyone, please hold your applause. No, but we made it, well, we've technically made it 30 episodes.
Yeah.
But 50 is a good milestone. We get to 100, we should have a good following, hopefully. But we're going to do something special for it. And I didn't even have to think of it. What was funny, it was Trevor, actually. I'd messaged him about, like, hey, the 50th episode's coming up. We need to do something. And Trevor messaged me.
I said, let's get drunk. And then he sends me a screenshot message from you, and he was like, hey, and it was you talking about what we're about to do, and I was like,
yes,
I'm glad we're on the same page. Everybody had the right thought in mind for this.
It worked. And before we do get going, I'm going to let Bo, our guest, introduce himself. Tell us what you do, who you are, and where you're from.
My name's Bo Fawcett. Born and raised here in Guernsey County. Right now, I'm kind of I would say kind of like in a little bit of a hiatus. A lot of stuff that's happened in the last year, and I'm kind of just living right now, figuring out that next chapter. I work for myself. I mean, I do have income and stuff, but right now the thing is really just playing music, meeting new people, and seeing where this roller coaster takes me to next.
Yeah.
Worked a lot of places. I think we're going to get into a lot of that. I'm going to be careful as to what I say. I don't want to incriminate myself or other people. But I think my dad put it best. He said that I'm a jack of all trades, a jackass in everything I do. So
that's fair.
We'll share some of that.
I've always said I'm good at a lot, but I'm not great at many.
Yeah.
So that's very accurate, I think. But no, before we do get going, thank you guys for listening. This is the OTR podcast. You can follow us here. Well, here is wherever you're listening, right? But YouTube is the main spot. This is going to be probably a good visual one, right? You're going to see us taking a lot of shots, a lot of beer shots. It's because I guess we didn't tell them we're going to be doing Power Hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this was Bo's idea. Me and Trevor were talking a little bit beforehand, and he was like, "Yeah, we need to get hammered." I'm like, "Yes, correct. How are we going to do that?" And then when he said that, I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Who's our guest?" Because I booked like 7 or 8 of them, and I looked. I'm like, "Oh, we're good."
Funny how that.
It could have been like anyway. It could have been Ross, and Ross.
Yeah. Ross been like, I don't know if the church is going to be okay with this.
Right.
Well, it works out really good because it is Wednesday when we're doing this, and it's karaoke night, and I see you in there every time I'm in there.
It's a tradition. So, and karaoke night is the one day I do give myself every week at DTA. We go off and on. I have a girlfriend now. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, I heard.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah, congrats.
So we get 1 week on, 1 week off, where I can drink and then she can drink and figure that all out. But we do that, and so then Bo started coming there, and I'm like, hey man, you gonna show up tonight? Because it's a good time. He'll sing some Justin Bieber. He'll go to
I
Morgan
sang
Wallen.
Bieber one time. One time.
I make it sound really bad, but it was love yourself. But instead of love yourself, it was fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So it was
a little different verse in there than what you might normally hear.
It wasn't baby. Like, let's be real. Right.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Oh, I can see how that lines up perfectly.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
So it's a good time. We get in there and we do that. But that's kind of. I mean, we've met a little bit before. Not officially, but.
I think I knew who you were, and you were like in diapers with our sisters being,
probably
friends.
Yeah. But yeah, well, let's get this thing going, and then we'll dive into the rest of the conversation. I guess I didn't plug everything. I got halfway through and forgot.
Well, hey, make sure if you really want to get a really nice tank top or a shirt like what Britt has right now. I don't know if Britt has
no
a camera. Okay. She's also wearing an OTR cast shirt.
Turn my camera on and just run over here while he's talking.
You can catch both these shirts over at otrcast.shop. Move over a little bit. Yep. There we go.
Got it.
That's at otrcast.shop.
Erica?
Yep, I have to go buy one for Erica here soon. I might get her one of these Chase Money Not Hose shirts.
That's funny. Yeah.
Because, I mean...
It's a good shirt.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's a good motto to live by.
Yeah. I should have worn mine.
I thought you were going to because she texted me and said we're all going to try to wear OTR
She
shirts.
never asked me to wear one.
No, I asked you guys for one,
Put your
and
mic
neither of
down
you
when you're
have
talking.
one.
Thank you.
Neither of you are
I said
wearing
I'll
one
look
right
for my
now.
black one, and then you said I found mine. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, but you guys aren't wearing them.
I was already. He is.
This is an OTR cast shirt. This
That's
is
on the
plugging our
website.
merch right
It's
now.
on the website.
All right,
now.
Trevor, you get some points.
Until we
then.
get sued by Chase, but
Yeah.
until that point,
I actually saw on the podcast on YouTube, I was looking up, I saw a few of them, and I heard you talking about that. I was like, I wonder when that's coming out. And I thought, I probably won't be there when that happens. It's the 50th show.
yeah,
You got to pop it out.
Oh yeah.
It's going
it
down.
worked out
And
great.
it's like 94 degrees outside right now. So it's like sun's out, guns out. We got to wear the tank top today. Because it was either I'm going to wear the sweatshirt, I'm going to wear the t-shirt, or I'm going to wear the tank top. And I was like, it's fucking
Yeah.
90. I'm going to wear the tank top.
It's tank season.
I'm going
It's
to dress
tank
like I'm
season.
going to the beach.
Well, I think we're going to get this started then.
Okay.
So power hour time. And you want to explain power hour for the people?
Absolutely. Is there somewhere I'm supposed to look?
You can look at
Right
us.
there.
Your
Okay,
camera's over
hey.
here too.
So, Power Hour, let's see, I'm about a 20-year vet with this.
Okay. Virgin.
I played it in high school. Was the first time we was going to a basketball game, a Cambridge Meadowbrook game. And, we're 17, 18 and whatnot. And we're like, you know what? We want to go down there. We want to have a good time, but we don't want to get in trouble. So one of my friends, who shall remain nameless, so let's do this Power Hour thing. We said, what the fuck is that? So, 4,000 times later, I get to do it here with you guys. We chose the genre of country music. That's what we all agreed on. So every 60 seconds, a different country song is going to play. As soon as that song changes, that is your cue to take one shot's worth of beer. And I think we've all, somebody's
Yes.
drinking something fancy.
I've got Modelo
You would.
over here. Or
Hey, yeah, he
legally
comes
speaking.
in. This is not the first time I've seen this either at like this building. Comes in carrying a box that has other beer in it than what the box says it is.
It's a ramshackle. It's what I got left.
Yeah,
know?
the last time I was here, it was a Bush Light box.
Dude,
like a
gas
30
is
rack.
high. You can't, you got it. Savor every can that you got
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, it was-
Scrap's up now too because of that. So, I mean,
I remember seeing like Trulies, White Claws, Modelo's, Bush Light, like
It's
Bud
all
Light,
goes down the same.
Miller, like all of them in there.
yeah.
And I said, "You're asking yourself for a stomach ache, is what you're asking for."
yeah.
Yeah. So this will be the first one we've drank on in a long time.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
first couple episodes.
We
drank-
first one were like, we're drinking every episode.
Yeah, and then
And
we
it just
quit
kinda,
doing that very shortly after.
Are we ready?
Yeah,
I'm
we're ready. Let's start this thing.
Are you ready? Let's get started. Hopefully it's not too loud on the mic, but
You're good.
Nah, it'll be fine.
All right. Well, as Joe Rogan and his friends say all the time, salute.
And then we want to fill up immediately. Is that the idea?
less foam is going to be more ideal for you in the long term
Right.
here.
Right.
Also, I just want to say, like, I think it's really cool what you guys are doing here with this podcast thing. I had to buy a special shirt for today.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Because I was a little nervous, like, when we had talked, like, what are we going to talk about? Like, I've had, like, 50 fucking jobs, like, we could talk about all that, but,
It's
none of
everywhere.
those, I don't want to, like, put myself out there as a bad person, but at the same time, I'm also at this point now where it's, like, the last thought that I have before I do anything or make any decision is, like, fuck it. So that's just going to send it.
This is going to get tedious.
If you guys didn't know, there's a crack of a beer can every time that minute is up. And that was our cue. So all of us didn't just count 60 seconds.
We're just like, wow. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. But yes, that's the idea. When I started this, it was a little different. So when I first started doing this, it was more like I wanted to bring people in and talk to them one-on-one. But then I found that if you don't get someone every single week, you're not having a podcast.
Right.
So then Trevor came on because we started working out together. Is that a different song?
Yeah. No. We're good. We don't have to do the other shot yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask, how many beers do you think that you will get to, or how many shots?
What are we thinking? How many is it like 10? Is that a
We're
lot?
16 an hour. But like, just
No,
think about like what beer are you going to have issues? Like what shot?
beer 12.
Beer 30.
Or not necessarily the beer, but your shot or the song, I guess. Like how many minutes in are you going to feel like that little buzz?
Right. I don't know.
And then how many minutes
I've never
in are
done
you
it
going to
in
be
shot
like, ugh?
compartments.
Yeah.
You know? So that'll be interesting. But yeah, so we started this to kind of get them on, and the whole idea was I want to do anything,
Right.
say anything as long as, and we really. If you watch the last one, everyone would kind of know this. We conform to our guest too.
Right.
So like we'll be idiots, but if that's not where they want to go, we're not going to. So like the last one was very community driven.
Yeah.
Right.
You just got to
Yeah.
kind of like follow the
Right.
energy of whatever they're wanting to put off, especially because like we don't want them to look bad when they're on here either.
Right.
So like if they're wanting to be idiots with us, then
Right.
we're going to be idiots back. But if they want to talk about like how Ross talked about community most of the time,
That's
we'll talk
fine.
about that, and we'll talk about like how great the community is going.
Well, because it's all important.
There's that.
right?
There's that beer sound.
But it's all important. That's what I try to stress is like, you need both. And I didn't want to be a newscast. I didn't want to be like just a community cast where we come in and sit here and talk about, oh, well, this is what's happening. Because AVC does that.
Yep. Yep.
We don't need that. I wanted to do something local that wasn't boring, if that
Right.
makes sense. I wanted it to be like fun and entertaining.
Like when he first started it, because I watched some of the older episodes,
It was just boring.
it was pretty much like full interview of just like who the person was, what they're wanting to do, and like if they're wanting to move across their business or start up a business, whatever it is. And it was like a very dry kind of podcast, not trying to redeem or
Literally.
anything, but
What's
it was,
about finding
it was
your
very
lanes,
dry.
your
Right.
avenues, and finding, and as host, I guess, probably find yourself in the direction you want to go.
Right.
I was just about to say, it was crazy that, well, here it comes. The song before that was like, I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. So I was like, we're here for an hour.
Right.
We got karaoke. We got a lot of people coming for that.
Karaoke's gonna be fun.
I think it's going to be really fun.
I think there'll be some people there tonight. Actually, last week was a little dead. Not gonna lie. You were in Somerset. Is that where you were?
Yeah.
How was that one?
Well, I went down there to go see a friend. She's she plays and sings. Very talented girl, and she works there. And she's been telling me for like 3 or 4 weeks, like, come down, And I didn't know that the arena had karaoke. I had
Yeah.
no idea. A lady that I live near, she messaged me and she's like, I'm working at the arena and we got karaoke, and she knows I'm a singer, so she's like, you gotta come down there. I said, okay, well, we'll do that. Well, so I put Katie on the back burner for like 3 weeks. Finally went down there, was amped for it, because she would send me snaps, and there's like 70, 80 people in there, right?
Really?
I get down there, there's like 12 motherfuckers in this thing.
I think all the bars were dead last Wednesday for some reason. 'cause
Was it dead
There
up
was
here?
nobody. up
Really?
there. I mean, we went and ate. We sat down at the table, and like there was like 4 or 5 people at the bar, and that was it. Your regulars. You had some of the regular singers in there, but other than that, not really. But if you're listening and you're around the Cambridge area, Wednesday nights, that's the spot to be. The more people that come, it makes it more the spot to be, if that makes any sense. It's fun. It's encouraged to drink, right? But you don't have to, I guess. You can come and eat because it starts at 9.
There's some people that sing that you want to drink more.
Right. Most. Let's not. Most. But there's some good. Like there's some talent.
There are. There's a few that I'm, like, hey man, like that sounds really good, or smoke a cigarette outside. Like, are you in a band or what are you doing? Nah, I just sing. Like, because it's hard to get up in front of people and talk. There's people
I
that
know.
can't public speak, let alone get up and sing. So it's kind of rough. And everybody's so damn judgmental, but
Right.
it's about having fun.
Well, and that's what I tell people. I'm like, I'll do anything in front of this camera, and I don't care how many people see it, but I don't want to do anything in front of live people. Like,
See, I was more nervous about like a singular person or a very small group of people watching this, and like me being within earshot. Like Erica watching this, cringe. Like I don't want to listen to it at all. I'm like, please
Hold on,
stop.
because I don't know you all that well yet. Though since
Yeah.
you come to karaoke after this,
Yeah, you're gonna learn.
we're gonna learn today. But I'm guessing Erica's a girlfriend or something.
Yeah, she's my girlfriend. Yep.
Everybody's just getting tied down. Like I
This-
was just thinking, like this is the year where everybody's fucking single.
it was. This been weird. So
This train that's coming through, I ain't on it.
Well,
I
when
ain't
we
getting on
when we
it.
started this, literally, we were both like single. Like just we'd come in here and just get like not hammered, but we get drunk, do this podcast, and it was like off the rails, like it's cool and shit. And now I'm like, it's pretty much just on the rails. Like it's turned more into like a family of not really, because our girlfriends are like real.
They're real laid back. Like
Yeah,
they
like
like
they-
to have fun just like we do.
They're
'cause-
supportive of it,
Yes.
right? See, I
So that's what makes it more fun. Is like we can still sit here and bullshit and like do dumb shit, and they don't give a fuck. Like they're just they want merch. Erica, you're buying merch, or Trevor's buying you merch. Kaylee, I don't know what to tell you. I'll try to get you something, because the thing is with our merch, if anyone is listening and actually cares about that, it's drop shipped, so I don't like have it here. So when you buy something, it comes from the factory. When you buy it, whatever that costs, I'm not making much money off of it. So it's drop shipped, so I'm paying your shipping and I'm paying for the print. So if it's a $15 shirt, I'm probably paying $13 or $14.
Plus a setup cost in the beginning.
And so for me, I've made the prices cheap just to get the like merch out there to people.
Yeah.
So when you want me to buy it, it's going to cost me the same amount it's going to cost you to buy it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, just consider that when you're like, where's my merch?
But I just heard another one.
Was that another one? Oh.
Yeah.
But like one of my other jobs I had before was tour guide. So I was very okay with talking in front of people, and still am. Like, I have no problem with it. But listening to something I've already recorded, so like this, and listening to people watching it, I'm like, oh no, this is the worst thing ever.
I hate listening to it with people.
Yeah, I don't want to be around. I don't want to be around at all. Like, I've listened to
Where
ours.
do these bugs go from?
I don't know. I've listened to
I think I
ours.
drank one on my fourth song.
I've listened to ours before, like parts of it, just to like go back through and be like, yeah, we could have talked about this, we could have talked about that, or like just to bring it up again, maybe.
Yeah.
Just like Britt's cat, we got to bring that up. I was waiting
did
on
you get
when
a
it's
cat?
not.
No.
No. So Britt tells me out the blue, as I was taking her up to the gas station. Hold on. That apparently her cat is a different whatever sign
Sexuality.
than what she is, and she was like, that's why we're not going to get along, or whatever it was. Like, it was a damper to her entire day, because this cat was born at the wrong month apparently. And I said, the fuck did you just say?
Britt.
And she said, you can bring it up on the podcast, just not today, because today, like, it's not the day. And I was like, all right, fine.
Britt was in tears last week.
Yeah. So I
Was
left
it
it
this
alone.
cat, I'm guessing?
No, it was just a
Just
rough
over the
week.
She's like, this just seals the deal.
Yeah, last week was a rough week. Are you guys cat people or dog people?
I'm dog. I'm allergic to cats.
I'm both. It doesn't matter to me.
I have to be a dog person.
I want to plug. Go ahead and follow my dog on Instagram. That's
Yeah.
something everybody's doing, so I'm on
Did
that
you plug
train.
your Instagram?
Wait, what kind of dog is it?
She is the most beautiful Siberian Husky
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
you'll
fine
ever
with that.
see. Now, she is a shithead.
Now, if you told me like a Chihuahua, I'd be like, I'm good.
No Chihuahua.
I just heard no.
I want a big dog. I want a big dog if I'm going to get a dog.
The first one we've talked about getting is a golden retriever, and then
Yeah.
after that, she's gonna
Ooh,
let
you
me
guys are
get.
talking about dogs already.
Yeah, well, we can't get them at the place we're at right
when did
now.
you guys start dating? When did you guys start dating?
3 months ago.
3.
Yeah, we
Interesting.
talked for a couple before
It
that.
takes 9 months to make a baby. It takes like 9 hours to go buy a pet.
It's true.
I thought you were going to say 9 hours to buy Plan B. I was like,
What's your
yeah.
dog's name?
Bonnie. It's Bonnie the blue-eyed husky.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, she's pretty.
But no, we went to we went to New York Monday.
Yeah, I was wondering if those were old pictures like I saw
No.
on your Snap and
So
stuff.
we
just
went-
on a whim.
Well, okay, so she had to get these dance shoes. She's a dancer. She had to get these shoes, not a stripper. Just preface. They were like, what kind of dancer?
Well, dancer's one thing, entertainers another.
Right. So she's a dancer, and so she had to go buy these shoes, and they only sell them in New York.
I
Apparently,
just heard another one.
they could have shipped them, but it would have took like 6 weeks. She needed them by the end of the month.
Here, you want to
And
search it? 'Cause I
So we were
can't
like,
find
well, fuck it, let's just take a trip to New York. So we go to New York, and on the like before we left, I was like, oh yeah, like I've got a camera that's not working, and the store I have to take it to or ship it to is in New York.
it. Oh, so you just walked it there.
So I walked that bitch there.
Yeah.
I shit you not, they put a different battery in it, and it worked. And I was like, that's stupid. Is it my battery? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, well, put that fucking, not literally, put that bitch back in there. So I had him put my battery back in it, and it just started working again. And like, he saw it not working. So like, with my battery in it, it would not turn on.
Maybe you had something short in like the connection to it.
I guess. But it worked. And so it's, I mean, my camera's working again. Thank fuck?
I'm supposed to ask you if you can do pictures for me and Erica as well. Because
For your wedding?
No, just pictures in general. Because she saw the pictures you guys took that were on your Snapchat.
I didn't take those.
Well, like, you were in it, obviously.
Yeah, some guy on the street. We paid him like $50.
But she was like, those pictures...
But I can do those if you're asking.
She said, those pictures low-key look good as hell. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, he is.
But no, it was very...
Oh, my goodness.
Let me see. Can I see it? Oh, when is this new? It's a fresh pup.
It's
She was born in like January.
Ooh.
I don't know if
Late
anybody
January.
can see this, but that blue-eyed
Look at that
husky,
puppy.
absolutely
my.
adorable.
That's
It
her
is.
duck, yo. She loves that duck. Ducking loves it.
But we were in New York, so we went for a whole day. It felt like I was there 3 days. And
sure.
so we drove up right after she got off at the bar at like 1 a.m. Got there at about 8. Well, no, it was about 9. And went straight to the shoe store, went to the camera store, and then we just started touring, you know. Did like Central Park, down Times Square, all that stuff. Oh. But the whole crux of the trip after that was I bought these tickets to this musical she really likes, and she was flipping out. She's like, oh my goodness, like I'm hyped. Got front row seats to this thing, and at the end of it, the like main character lady, her name's Roxy. Roxy looks
Is
down.
this Broadway that you're talking about?
Yeah, it's on Broadway.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, so front row Broadway, like cool as shit. Roxy looks down, grabs a flower out of her bouquet, and gives it to her. Made her night, made her life, probably. Like, because she wants to be like Roxy one day. Like, she wants to be her on Broadway.
So what do you think of Roxy then?
Roxy was a great lady.
Okay.
No, but
That's-
it's a very promiscuous play. I will say that's called Chicago. If anyone's ever.
Oh, okay.
But it's interesting, and but she's like, I want to be Roxy one day, and so I was like, oh, she's talking about that, and we're going to New York. I'm like, let me see where, like, if they're playing it, and they ended up having that show. So I was like, fuck it, let's
that's
do
a
this.
great song.
And Roxy gave her a flower, gave her a rose, and then we got to go outside, and she got to meet the lady that is Roxy, take a picture with her. And
Is this
then
all by luck?
Yes.
You just ran into luck, or did you buy some like?
I bought some
exclusive
good tickets,
package,
but
or-
they only threw out about 5 roses, maybe. They probably threw out 3 to 5. She got one, and I swear she was throwing it to me because Roxy kept looking at me. Just saying.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She was
I would
winking
look
at
at
me
you
all
too
night.
out in that crowd and been like, "That's the guy I'm going to throw it to."
Well, when your front row's a bunch of foreign old men, and then just like a young
okay, I can see
stud.
that.
Are you kidding?
I can see that. Be like an old dude that's going to like try to grope me, or
Right. Or this guy.
the young guy that looks like he's going to get
with a girl
nervous just
with a
talking to
girl
me.
beside him.
Yeah.
But no, so she got a rose and she was like flipping out. And I was like, this is great. Like, what a night. And so then we walk out, we meet the lady that is Roxy. And then
Another banger of a song.
the Airbnb we were staying at was actually like, oh, that's 2 beers already. The Airbnb we were staying at was in New Jersey. So I was like, we weren't really ready to go back there yet. I was like, you want to go see Times Square right now? Like, it's dark. And it's, so we went to Times Square. It's like all lit up.
I've heard Times Square like daytime and nighttime.
We went to
two
both.
Different
We went to
places.
both. And Times Square's lit at night.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Well, I've heard it's like it's beautiful like either time you go, but I've heard it's like a completely different place at night to like daytime. Just like the amount of people that are there, but also like the way you can see the town or the way you can see the city
Yeah.
from Times Square at night. They said it's something else.
Oh, it is. And so I pulled out my moves, you know.
It sounds like you have been pulling out moves
Yeah.
on
Right.
this.
So she's got this rose, like best night of her life. We go to Times Square. We're standing in the middle of Times Square. Nobody around because we're like in the street. I'm like in the most roundabout way ever because it's me. You know, I'm never straightforward. I'm like in the most roundabout way, but I'm not gonna go into that part. I'm like, will you be my girlfriend? Just in Times Square. She's like, I won't tell you.
So
what she
that made it official then.
so it was official in New York.
I've been seeing you guys at the arena for like 4 weeks together.
It's a weird thing. So
They all are.
I wait a hot minute to ask too. Honestly, just like, I'd assume you're starting to look at it the same way like I did, but I don't want to ask somebody to date me if I don't already feel like I could date them for a long time and then marry them, whatever it is. Because
then it's weird.
Well, I was thinking, like, if it's going to be a fling type thing, then I don't want it.
Do you
like,
know the difference going in?
Like,
I think I did. I think I did.
We all like going into something. You're like, I want this to work out. Mm-hmm. Like,
I know here within like the last probably 3 years, any relationship I got into, there was definitely a difference than what I thought of, like, we'll say high school time range or like early college, like my first year of college. I definitely never had like long lasting thoughts of, could I be around her for a long period of time, or like this pisses me off and I don't want to be around it or something like that. But like now, I definitely think of, okay, is she cool to hang out with? Like, do I just want to hang out with her? Or like, does she get along fine with my friends? Shit like that. It's a lot of different thoughts rather than she's hot. You know, like,
Right.
I want to fuck her. You know?
Right. And
it's
that's what I got.
a lot of different thoughts now.
let me ask you. Then I want to circle back to something. But have you guys you watched the whole Johnny Depp thing?
Yeah.
Have you guys and Britt? This is the first time I met you. Have you guys heard of this shit where bitches be going around hurting?
No,
I haven't.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to hear this. Because, dude, I watched the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing.
Yeah.
Like a fucking hawk, like constantly just scrolling through TikTok, just hashtag
All of it.
Amber Turd.
Oh, my whole feed was
whatever else
Amber
I
Heard.
could. Yeah, just constantly. And I would get like a new video here, a new video there, and I'm breaking it down for like other people about what's going on that haven't watched it and don't give a fuck. But
So there wasn't human fecal matter in my place of slumber.
They're all
And keep in mind, I have a puppy, right? Puppies make messes inside
yeah,
a little
it
bit.
happens.
hurting.
So I think I missed a song, or I'm just going
I'll
to take
do
a
it.
Did
freebie.
we?
I brought 13
How deep
beers
are we
just
in
to be
right now?
safe.
I don't know.
I just heard another one, so I'm gonna do it again.
That we definitely doubled up on that last one.
I do not care.
So met this chick, gorgeous. Like for a solid, I would consider myself a Guernsey 6. Right? I'm funny, right?
We're
I can
talking
be.
like an LA 2 is what we're saying.
Guernsey 6.
2.2. Yeah.
Okay.
We've talked about that on here before.
Yeah.
This chick is a national 9. Like, she's
Right.
Okay.
out of my league for sure. And she's taller than me. First time I've ever fucked with anything taller than me. But so we hung out for like, we were supposed to hang out once. We met at the barn in Zanesville. Had a great time, right? Things got wild there, and then next day she called, and she lives in Thornville, so this is a little bit ways away.
Right.
She comes back up, whatever. She's starting this, like, you know, I want to settle down, this, that, and everything. I'm thinking, no, I don't think that's you, honey. Like, that just doesn't. Like, if I got a gallery of nudes of you before we've hung out, you're probably, you know what I mean? Like, you're just
Probably not ready to
bullshit.
settle down.
Probably a sloot. Probably still in the sloot phase.
Sergeant Sloot.
Probably
She,
also a hooer.
We go out. It was a Saturday night. We go out to dinner and stuff with a couple people, and then go watch a show, and headed back to the house. And we're driving the side by side. Out where I live, I drive my side by side everywhere. And I told her, I was like, I just don't think this is gonna work out. And she's like, why? I says, you're too hot. Like, we go in places and I feel like everybody's eye raping you. You know what I mean? She's like, I feel that way too, you know?
Yeah. That is, yeah.
That's definitely a problem.
But I think that pretty chicks nowadays, they don't like hearing like they're too pretty or this, that, or whatever. She was so pissed, but then she says, I don't know if this can make the air or not, but then she's like, I'm getting ready. She's like, I'm gonna leave.
Edit shit out.
And I'm like, that's like an hour and a half drive back. Like, don't do that. Just stay, you know. I'll stay in the office. You stay in the bedroom. She says, okay. So we go inside. I let my Bonnie out, you know, pretty little girl. And this girl, who shall remain nameless, says, okay, like I'm gonna leave tomorrow, and like we're not gonna do this anymore. But you're gonna fuck me real good one last time. Like, come on, like, look, you don't have to twist
If
my
a girl
arm,
ever
you know,
said
like,
that
I'll
to
do
me,
it.
I would die laughing. She'd say, "You're gonna fuck me real good." I'd say,
So we do the thing.
right.
We do the thing, and then she says, "Get out." And I'm thinking, like, this is my bed in my room in my house in my county. You're off. So I go sleep in the office. Next morning I wake up and I'm like, and I really like this chick, dude. I went and rented like a. I cut the yard all nice. I did dishes like without the dishwasher. Like house was spotless.
Quick.
Wake up, I go into my bedroom and I'm like, man, it smells like piss in here. My first thought was like, damn puppy, you know. Then I got to thinking, no, the puppy's been downstairs.
I just got herded.
So I'm literally sniffing on the bed, sniffing on the carpet.
Oh no!
I'm taking stuff off.
No.
I finally get to my pillow, which is funny because it's one of the my pillows.
One of those?
Yeah. And I take the thing off, and there's like a bunch of. I mean, it's damp. You know what I mean? If there's dampness to it or moist, there's moisture present.
I love the word moist.
A lot of people hate that word.
I do.
I
Do you
love
hate that word?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I purposely use it whenever I talk about cake. I'm like, man, that cake is moist.
Dry
sorry.
cake's horrible.
But
Right.
oh yeah, it is. But anyway, sorry, I cut you off.
That's all right. So, I mean, it's at the end now. So I open the thing up and she definitely pissed on my pillow. On my pillow.
On my pillow.
Now, I got a story that relates to that, but it's not like wholeheartedly like on God, whatever. Was not
Did you
me.
just turn into a Zoomer? Holy shit.
was not me, but I heard it when I was in high school, and it was the funniest fucking story I've ever heard. And no pun intended, Amber Heard, but my buddy said that
Where's the bathroom at?
straight through that way.
Over that door to the right. Oh yeah, you're good.
I'll wait. I'll tell the rest of that story here in a minute. Don't let me forget. My buddy told me the story about fucking a girl in the ass. Britt, do not remember. Or do not
Don't
forget.
remember?
Do not forget. I'm sorry. Do not forget. We've drank a lot of beer already. I've drank.
It's been 3, and I feel like,
Yeah, I was thinking the same
isn't
thing.
that weird? Dude, we don't drink that much anymore, though.
Hey.
That's the problem. Fuck.
Another one just went through.
He missed 2 of them. He was talking.
The last time I drank.
Tell him.
The last time I.
2?
Yeah, tell him. The last time I drank 12 beers was at Muskie Palooza.
This year?
Yeah, that's when I asked my girlfriend.
Why didn't you come to Adam Calvert?
At Muskie Palooza? Mm-hmm. Where was he?
They must not have promoted it. I was there. Fuck.
Where did he do that?
In front of the gym.
Oh, okay, the Plaza? Mm-hmm. Oh, shit, we were there for a little bit. Like, it was earlier in the day. It wasn't when-
I just showed up to take pictures. I wasn't there
It
to.
was when somebody was doing sound checks, but it definitely didn't sound like anybody who's played music for a long time. Like, it was not people that played music for a long time.
Yeah. It was probably TJ. Oh, fuck. I can't say that.
Fuck
me.
But the last time I drank 12 beers was at Muskie Palooza.
Take it off me right now.
I went and bought those Michelob Ultra
Timestamp.
Infusions, which are my favorite fucking beers ever. Like, especially during the summer, those are the best beers to have.
What?
The Michelob Ultra Infusions. The best
the
fucking...
cactus.
Yes, cactus and prickly pear. Bro,
Yeah.
those are the best beers to have during summertime. And I had a 12-pack of those. I had them in my backpack because, you know, it's Muskingum. You're carrying around backpacks full of beer. So we had those. I drank all 12 of those. And I'm drunk. Like, because I drank them fast. Like, probably not a power hour, but definitely, like...
Close. Yeah.
Before I leave, I do a keg stand. And then I shotgun, I think I shotgunned 3 beers before I actually left. Like, I did 3 shotguns, and then another one just went off.
Why does this hurt so much?
Quit being a puss. But I did 3 shotguns, and I did a keg stand. and did like a shot of whiskey too, if I remember right. And I go back to her apartment that she had at the time, and I lay down. I am face first in a pillow, and she tells me she's going to go out and keep partying.
Look at that pour.
Nice.
I didn't even spill it.
She says she's going to go back to a party, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. And
Oh, that's when you said I love you.
yeah. And like, dude, I'm face first in this pillow, and I was like, she was like, all right, I'm going to go back to this party. I was like, all right, I love you. And dude, she crawled across that bed. She goes, what'd you just say? And I was like,
say to me?
Nothing. And she goes, what'd you just say? And I was like, I still love you. And then she kissed me a couple times. She was like,
Did she say it back?
Yeah.
That night?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I guess I got real hammered at
We-
DTA a couple nights ago. Not nights, that's weird.
Hey, you've missed like 4, dude.
You missed some real, like, listen, not gonna lie. I ate some Chipotle on the way here.
Oh, okay. What'd you get?
It's all in your toilet in there.
Did you just hurt my bed?
I didn't hurt it. It was a orbital or whatever, oral regurgitation.
Did you throw up?
Yeah, I felt it coming up.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, my.
that hot, like the hot sauce.
Damn.
Oh, no, I get that. I get
My
that
nose
for
was
sure.
on
It was
fucking
orbital.
fire.
Projectile.
The worst one I ever had in my life was I ate. It was
Ew, I don't wanna
Wally's or
hear this.
Tommy's.
The listeners do.
Yeah, it was Wally's or Tommy's, one of the two. I don't remember which one, but they had buffalo chicken pizza, and I ate that, and then I was drinking Fireball the whole night. And when I finally just let her loose and started puking,
It came, huh?
it came out my nose, my
Ew.
mouth. Felt like it came out of my fucking ears because I felt so goddamn bad the rest of the night. Like I laid down, and I couldn't get away from heat. Like it just felt like I was hot.
But no, on that, the love thing, I didn't say it, but I guess I was hammered after DTA one night.
Oh no!
I know.
That's when it happens
I know,
too.
I
That's
know.
the worst part.
And I guess maybe drunk me thought of you because you saved me.
Hey,
This is getting really sweet here. Look at the love for show number
So-
50.
So they were giving me Jack and Cokes, and
oh bro, they're doing 3 shots of Jack.
if
They're
this is
doing
a
1
cup,
shot
if
of
this is your
Coke.
Jack and Coke cup, my Coke level was from here up, and my Jack level was from here, and I had like 7 or 8 of them. This was the night. No, because when you bought our drinks, you just bought hers because it wasn't my night to drink, so I was just drinking water. But thank you. You saved me some money.
I mean, that sounds
Hey,
like the respectable
Water
thing to
there is
do.
free. You got anywhere else? It's like $1.19.
It's great. I can go there and drink cranberry and water, and then I don't have a tab at the end of the night. I went there this last Saturday. I couldn't drink anything. Fuck.
I did 2 shots
Because we were driving to New York, right? And so I was like, I'm not going to drink anything. I went there and drank cranberry and water all night. That's how I know I'm not a true alcoholic, because I didn't drink anything. I was like, wow, like I'm impressed. At the end of the night, they're like, how many you had to drink? I'm like, none. And so I got my tab at the end of the night, and it was $8.99 because I bought some cheese balls. And they were like, wow, you really didn't. I'm like, I know. I don't know what happened.
Dude, okay, so I didn't want to ruin the story while you were gone. Okay, I just
Yeah,
appreciate
go
that.
back.
I appreciate that.
So my buddy in high school, okay, is telling us this. We're at the lunch table, all right, and he's telling us this whole story. He's dating this girl at the time, and he apparently really liked to have sex anally for whatever reason.
Anally.
Yeah, I don't know why. But so he says, I'm fucking her ass this one night. He said, we get done, and I look over. He said, right there on the bed
Oh,
is a couple turds. He said,
Oh, he plunged her out? Oh, no. I gave her the colonoscopy.
I'm pretty sure I just breathed in that beer because I wasn't ready for you to say she plunged her out.
What else do you call that?
But, okay. So yeah, he plunged her out.
plunged.
He said, I look over and I see a couple turds on the bed. And I said, like, I remember sitting there and I'm like, wide-eyed, like, what the fuck did you do? And he goes, I just threw the bed covers over top of it. I said, what the fuck?
Was it on her side of the bed?
Yeah. He said, I just threw covers over top of it. And he goes, I walk in the bathroom to piss real quick. And he goes, I go and put my pants back on. And he was like, I was getting ready to leave anyway. So he goes, I just put my pants back on, my shirt. He goes, I kissed her goodbye. And he goes, I just left. And I said, what the fuck? And he goes, I still don't know what she did with that. He goes, I assume she probably picked it up and probably threw it in like the toilet. But he goes, I have no idea.
She probably squashed it when she laid down.
My only thought was like,
She probably blocked him on Facebook and all social media, took a picture, tagged his ass in it, and he's got no friends now.
my only thought was, another one, hold on.
Only thought. That's a good website.
My only thought was, like, is there any other way to go about that other than just straight leave? Because I've never been put in that position, thank God.
Right.
But,
Trevor's not that big.
dude, I'd gag touching dog shit, okay? Like, I went to go pick up dog shit in the store one day.
In the store? Like you're going there to buy it? What the
Like,
fuck?
no, like, their dog shit, and then they just left.
Inside
In
of
the
where?
store?
In Rural King or something?
Tractor Supply.
That's where he
so
So the
these
dog just shit
motherfuckers.
and then just left.
Yeah.
And so somebody has to clean it eventually.
You're
So
afraid to touch it?
I
I
won't
wasn't afraid
either.
to touch it, but like I was gagging.
I'll do it like, you know, the bag. I'll put the bag on my hand
Bleh.
and grab
I
it.
had paper towels, and like it doesn't matter, dude. Something's still covering my hand, and it's still gonna make me gag. I had paper towels. I'm going up to touch it, and I'm like, and I finally grab a hold of it. And I throw it in a trash can. The whole time I'm carrying that trash bag back, hold on.
You were thinking about it too much.
The whole time I'm carrying that trash bag back, I am gagging, like bad. And finally, I go back and I throw up. Because like it was that bad for me, and I think I got a little bit on my thumb. Is why like I threw up, and I remember the one time because we have people do this all the time, and I don't know how. Working retail, you'll know. This woman comes in, and she is like holding her own asshole, and she is. And she is like fast walking, like world record speed, back to the bathroom, and apparently doesn't make it. And shits
No, she
all over.
didn't.
I swear to God, shits all over the floor. And my boss at the time, he calls me on the phone, and he was like, "Hey, like, you know how you can like call certain phones back and forth." He calls me, he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "What?" He goes,
That's a new song. Hold on.
"Oh." He goes, "Hey, I'm not joking with you." He goes, "There's something you have to clean up in the bathroom." And I was like, "What?" And he goes,
She made it to the bathroom.
"Yeah, she made it to the bathroom, but
She
shit on the
tripped at
floor."
the finish line.
Yeah. So he goes,
That's
"Hey,"
awful. That's awful.
he goes, "You're gonna want gloves. You're gonna want a mask." This is before COVID. He goes, "You're gonna want a mask, and you're not gonna be happy." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Somebody shit on the floor in the bathroom." And I was like, "Oh my God." So I walk in there. This is a Monday. All right. It's
Way
in
to
my
start off the week.
Yeah, it's a Snapchat story because it popped up for me, and it like me wearing a mask and gloves, and I'm like, all right, I just got here. It's 8:15. I just clocked in, and somebody shit on the floor, and I have to go clean it up. So I walk in there, and I'm looking at it, and it's like diarrhea shit all over the floor. I'm like,
That's what it is when you hold it in.
dude, I'm
You ever
sitting
notice
there,
that?
and like I looked at it, and I put my hands on my head, and I was like, oh, I need to quit. Like that's what I thought.
It's true.
Hold on, Caleb.
If you hold shit in,
Is this an experiment that you've done? Like this is an experience thing?
I've never held in a shit and
Really?
it comes out as diarrhea.
So-
It's always come out as logs. Because
Really?
I swear I compact.
Have you ever had to reach back and pull one out?
No.
Ew.
Pull it out?
Yeah.
Pull
No,
it out.
I've never been like that constipated where I'm like, I'm gonna drown in there.
Me neither. I was just asking. my
Okay,
friends.
Thank
yeah.
you.
I've never had to
No,
pull it out.
if I
no.
hold a shit in too long, it comes out fast. You know what I'm saying?
Well, mine comes out fast like it was a fucking slug out of a shotgun.
Right. But is that a song?
No. Oh, sure.
But not what you said.
Dude, I'm not joking you. I've probably cleaned up shit off of a floor. I just
Have you had kids yet?
No.
You know, if like you have kids,
I
Like,
know.
you're gonna clean up a
and
lot of
I
shit.
fucking like I do not look forward to that part because I love kids. I absolutely love babies. Like love little kids. Love like regular sized kids.
Regular sized kids.
What do you want to call
Normal
them?
kids.
There's a whole bunch of people right now so fucking offended. What do you mean regular?
My
Whatever
kid
you wanna
is
say.
thick, or whatever the fuck.
Love
Fluffy.
kids. I absolutely love them. Like I've been a track coach for 3 years. Love them. Love being around kids.
That is a song.
But the diaper part definitely fucking scares me.
It's
Because
disgusting.
I'm like, I'm gonna gag. I know I'm gonna gag, and it's gonna be bad. Like they're gonna be sick one time and be like, you know, and
Sink or swim while you're just by yourself, kid.
I think between the three of us, I think not me. I think Trevor's gonna be the first one to have a kid.
I'm going to be absolutely
I would
last.
say Britt will be the first one to have a kid.
That'd be funny, but
That will never, ever
You two
happen.
can't, you know, like, I mean, it's 22.
I do
you
wear
know.
a condom. No, I can't
With-
do that.
I don't have
Trevor?
sex. I'm absolutely
With Trevor. No, not with Trevor. What do you mean?
yeah. Google search backdoor baby, Britt. Bet you don't find shit.
Which is the no?
I don't know about that one.
YouTube search
That's a
wobbly
comedy.
sausage.
No,
Ew.
that's the irony of this relationship. Is I've worn a condom every time, and before that, never wore a condom ever.
As far as anybody knows, I've never had sex in my life.
Oh, I don't have sex.
No.
I just put them on for fun.
Abstinent. Bro, hold on. You just made me think about something. In 8th grade, okay? You guys had health class, okay? My health teacher I had at the time. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. I'll talk about it off air. I won't say him on here.
8th grade
Yeah.
health.
Yeah. He goes and
Is that a song?
he's having... Yeah, I just heard a beer crack. Oh, red solo cup.
That's what we got.
He's telling us about sex, and it is an all boys class. Okay, there's no girls here that day.
Where
And
were they?
I don't know. Fucking
Where the hose at?
doing something else. There, I don't know, gym or some shit. I don't know. But it's
gym.
all guys in there, and he grabs out this banana. And he grabs out a condom. He's got like a fucking basket full of them on his desk. And he's like, all right, I'm going to show you guys how you should put on a condom, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, what the fuck? And he pulls out this banana. And he goes, if you ever put it on the wrong way, you can't just flip it around. I just heard a different song. He goes, if you ever put it on the wrong way, you can't, like, put it back on. Because apparently there's micro tears in it.
What do you mean put it back on?
Like, you can't just flip it around and put it on.
You can't like take it off and then
How
put it
would
on
you
the right
accidentally
way.
put it on the wrong way?
Well, I think
No, like,
I think
he's
where the
meaning like the
confusion for some
trampoline
people
thing,
is-
like to where like you put it on, it's not rolling out.
Yeah,
Because-
why would you push? Why would
Yeah.
you just,
you can't really tell.
Yeah, but he said like,
But, I mean, until you start, you know,
yeah, until you start
sliding
around.
shaft down, you know, you
Yeah.
don't know that you're going the one-way direction.
that's a good,
supposed to.
good band right there.
He said he was like, hey, this is definitely a TikTok thing. He said, if you do it the wrong way, you can't just put it back on or like flip it around and put it on because he said there's micro tears and everything else. He's like, you can still get a girl
Micro-tears.
pregnant, and we were like, okay, like we took that as like religion right there. We were like,
No
all right,
shot,
we
no
can't do
shot.
that shit. And he messed up probably 10 different condoms. Like he literally like
You knew that
like,
mother never wore one, or he never got
he
laid and
threw
needed
it in the
one.
trash
No, he didn't.
and grabs out another
Is that
one. Like,
real though?
I swear to God,
Is that
tears-
just what he said? Because I've done that.
I think that's real. I don't know for sure. I mean, obviously, I don't have any kids, so I don't know. But I've never had sex. He goes to put like the next one
That's
on.
not what you said
and
last
it's-
night.
No. I've never done that. He goes to
we
put
gotta
on another
talk-
one.
yeah, okay,
And
go
he
ahead.
fucks it up again. Dude, he goes through like 10 condoms before he finally gets one right. And then finally, he gets it on there. He goes, I think I'm going to leave that one on for the rest of the day, just that way, like any of my other classes. And we fucked with him so bad about that. And never let him live that down the rest of the year.
You ever tried like flavored condoms?
You know, that's not anything I would put anywhere near.
Thank
the-
you.
Have you ever tasted them?
No, yeah. No, somebody.
You're gay.
No,
You're gay. I'm telling you.
Don't
you're gay.
say it. Don't say it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you're homosexual.
Thank you. But no, so someone messaged me about that. They were like, they said something about a flavored condom, and then I looked, I don't know, and I was sitting there. I'm like, what is the benefit of a flavored condom? I'm like, if you're gonna suck my dick, that sounds horrible. That was, like,
Why are you wearing a condom if you're?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, that was the song. Why would I put a flavored condom on for you to suck my dick? That's so stupid. And that I just started thinking about that. I'm like, who would ever buy a flavored condom? You know?
Somebody got a message.
You ever use the icy hot condoms?
What?
Not literally. They're Trojan.
Oh, okay.
You know, and this break is brought to
Here we
you by-
go. You ever try any good condoms?
I don't wear those.
Yeah. I never used to, which is weird.
I get checked like every 3 months through the VA.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been burned a few times, but you know, like,
Wait, were you in the service then?
yeah,
What were you in?
Air Force,
Air Force.
USAF. Yeah.
I mean, nothing wrong with it at all. I was just curious.
What were you in?
I wasn't in anything.
Oh,
I don't know why everybody assumes I've been in
him.
something, but I was never once in anything, like at all. I call people sir and ma'am all the time just because of like how I was raised, but
He would have made a great soldier.
I definitely thought about it several times.
let me tell you, since that was one of my jobs,
Yeah, yeah.
and then there was something else because when you was talking about wanting to quit from picking up shit, right before I left from the Air Force, right before I left for the Air Force, okay, I was working at a, I'll just say it, Comfort Inn in Cambridge when it was brand new. Okay.
Okay.
This was like January of 07, I believe. And I worked the night shift.
It's a great song.
That was a beautiful transition.
The night shift was pretty cool because you didn't really have to deal with people, you know? They wanted you to fold laundry and do paperwork and shit. Fuck that. I would sit down there and just hang out, you know, for 8 hours. And I had a buddy that would stop by and we'd drink a little bit and whatnot. But anyhow, fucking hate doing laundry. But the thing that I hate more than anything, more than I hate planes, more than I hate lying women, more than I hate pussy that stinks or inverted nipples, I fucking hate snakes, dude. I hate snakes. I hate snakes.
Oh my God.
I would stick my cock in a box of tarantulas before I would be in a field of 10 acres knowing there's a garter snake somewhere in that motherfucker.
I'll tell you right now, I'll pick a snake up. I don't give a fuck. Okay.
If you do it somewhere clean the fuck away from me. I don't want that thing near me.
Snakes don't bother me at all.
Hate it.
Spiders? They'll send me up the fucking wall. Like
Spiders at least have legs, dude. We have legs. Spiders have legs.
spiders defy gravity, is what I'll say right now.
A snake is a little slimy fucking, not even slimy. It doesn't know what it is. It doesn't know if it's slimy or if it wants to be scaly or dry or long or fat or thick. It's just a fucking weird thing. God, when he put it in the Bible, it was bad. Just
Okay.
all snakes should be gone. There's no purpose for
Okay,
them.
fuck off with that. All right.
I agree.
Name a purpose for a snake.
I don't know a purpose
Hey, that's
for
a
it,
different song.
But
That's a different song.
Name a purpose for a fucking spider, okay? Those motherfuckers
To make Charlotte's shit, man.
Okay, well, snakes fucking eat mice, all right?
Hold on.
Other vermins.
Think about a holiday.
Did you know zebra tarantulas are a thing? They eat zebras.
I hate you
And
right
that's
now.
a spider.
I hate you
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
Have you ever heard of
spider.
camel spiders?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Those fuckers.
I've seen them. Those are in my nightmares. I'll tell you
They're
that.
like those helmets.
Have you ever heard of Goliath bird eaters?
Yeah.
Goliath bird
They eat birds.
Them big ass spiders that make webs that catch birds and shit. Okay, and they eat birds. Okay.
Still better than any snake.
No, because
Ugh.
it could be the tiniest little fucking spider. All right, I will not go near that motherfucker. Okay, I had one in the house that we rented, and it was in the room that I stayed in. I had 2 roommates. I did not go back in that fucking room until I knew one of them killed it.
That's a shot.
One of them fucking wolf spiders, them big bastards. This thing was like the size of a quarter. Okay, not like crazy big,
they're
but
the least lethal though.
Okay,
I don't
the size
give
of a quarter.
flying fuck.
The size of a quarter. The smallest snake you're gonna find is like the size of like your forearm or something.
Well, have you seen my
I'll
dick?
pick them bad bitches up. I don't
Actually,
care.
I did. If you guys want to subscribe to Caleb's OnlyFans, it's
Yeah.
only $58.99 a month.
Right.
There's exclusive access to all kinds of gay shit too. Whatever
You're
you want.
you're
it's in there.
gonna see an exclusive picture
How do you think I
of my
afford
nuts.
to just do a
on there.
dumbass podcast?
Dude, times are tough.
Doesn't make any
Yeah.
money.
So, Comfort Inn.
Yeah.
Now, it was a few. I'd signed up to go to the Air Force, but it was like 6 months out, and I'm a 19-year-old kid, so I'm going to parties and stuff. I'm working a night shift, whatever. Well, one night I get rode up, and so I'm at this point in time, I'm making like $5.80 fucking cents. Like, I'm gonna sit here and chill, I get rode up for not doing laundry. Decide, okay, I'm gonna do laundry. I'm gonna smoke a little bit outside, then I'm gonna walk back there and I'm gonna fold the fuck out of some laundry. First time I stick my arm in one of those commercial dryers, dude, I was like, it's all sheets, okay? I was like, oh man, something got me. But you're also high, so maybe not. Dump it in the cart, push it over
Could
the
just
thing
be
so I
that
can
I'm
fold it.
hallucinating. Yeah, who knows?
Stick my hand in the fucking same one to get the rest of it out. Felt something wrap around my arm. I was like, well, I know you're stoned. I know it's 2 a.m., but there's something else going on here. I dropped the shit.
Is that after the load was done? So you're pulling shit out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
snake
He's
was
pulling out hot laundry.
hot laundry from the dryer
was just
sheets.
in there?
Yeah.
No, plural.
Snakes.
When it hit
Oh,
the ground,
Jesus.
like 8 little baby rattle fucking snakes took off. This is like 2, maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, fuck this. I go and I had a little S10. I get in the S10. I'm headed back home. I call the manager. She's like, it's 3 o'clock. Is the place on fire? I said, no, but it's completely unintended. Why'd you leave it unattended? Bitch, you got snakes in that motherfucker. I'm out of there.
In a heated...
Bro,
Fuck that.
It's like an
tell you-
incubator.
I'll tell you a fucked up thing right now. When I was in high school, all right, one of my coaches that I had for football.
Where did you go?
Meadowbrook.
Oh, we all did.
One of my coaches that was
Sorry,
at
yeah.
Meadowbrook thought it was funny because he found out I was afraid of spiders. Okay, I'm not afraid of many things. I'm afraid of I'm kind of claustrophobic, not really, but kind of. I'm afraid of heights and I'm afraid of spiders for sure. Those two things, I'm fucked up.
Heights and spiders?
Heights and spiders for sure. Like claustrophobia is not real bad.
It's like boats and hose.
I can definitely stay in that and I'll be all right.
Two things I'm afraid of.
Spiders definitely get me the worst out of anything.
Out of anything?
Out of anything. Like I've been fucked up with heights and been stopped and frozen where I can't do shit. But spiders will make me completely think I'm gonna die. Doesn't matter. Especially if they're on me. At least with heights, I know I'm gonna die quickly. If I hit the ground fast.
Well, not necessarily.
You could have just
you
some
could
broken ass
survive.
back.
But that's my thoughts are you're gonna die quick. With spiders, I'm I'm gonna suffer. That's the worst part. So
What?
he knew I was afraid of spiders because he saw me when we were loading hay bales from this makeshift pool we made during 2-a-days out of hay bales and a tarp and water.
Oh.
Yeah. So he saw me
Nice
freak
ingenuity.
out. Yeah. He saw me freak out when I was throwing hay bales back onto this trailer. And there was a wolf spider on there and I dropped it and ran and I was gone.
So you kept that back pocket to pull it on you.
So I get called to the office one day and I go to the office and they're like, hey, coach, whoever wants to see you. And I was like, okay.
Oh,
I forgot to pour.
And I said, okay. Oh, phone's going to get you.
classic.
I said, okay. So I walked down to his room. You still hear me okay, Britt? Or am I too far
Yeah,
away?
you're good.
Okay. So I walked down to his room, and he's sitting there with his hand closed, holding something, and he's like, hey, Stevens. And I was like, yeah, what's up? And he goes, come here real quick. I got to talk to you about something. And there's nobody in his room. This was his free period. And I was like, okay. And I walk up to him, and I'm face to face with him, close. Opens up his hand, and then does that
he
number
didn't.
and tosses it at me.
He had it?
Yeah, had it in his hand. Just a little spider. I don't know what kind it was, but
was
had
a
it in his
spider,
hand.
yeah.
And it was alive. Tosses it to me. And it hits me in the chest. Dude, I threw so many desks at him, like literally, like I fell into desks, like, and I'd assume you saw the same desks as I saw. New song,
When did you graduate from there?
2017, year after he did.
Holy shit, dude! You look like you're 42.
I know, because it's the bald. It's the bald. The bald does it. So I grab a hold of. Yeah, put the camera on him. Yeah, he's bald too. Okay.
Look at that glare.
Yeah.
Oh, but ain't that America?
That's fresh.
But I probably throw like 6 desks at him because I think this spider's still
Hold on.
on me.
What subject did this dude teach?
Math. Math.
Did he also have anything to do with something that you help coach now?
No.
He would
No, if
never.
I still knew him now,
Speaking
I would.
of,
I would.
that's my stepdad.
No. Your stepdad didn't do this.
Isn't
Your
that
stepdad
weird?
didn't do this.
I know, that's what he was thinking, though.
Oh, no. No, your stepdad, he pisses me off. I'll say that.
Curveball, just
Your stepdad has
Here's the
pissed me
fitting.
off before,
Yeah.
but for a different reason.
yeah, he was a good teacher though.
Yeah.
I do
had
like
him
him.
for pre-algebra and
He's a
algebra.
quiet man.
I do like him for teaching, but he pissed me off one time.
You know, weird. You know,
I've thought about it.
Funny it is to talk to girls, and I don't do that now. But when I started talking to Kaylee, I didn't.
Wait, hold on,
introduce her to
new
my
song
parents.
just played.
I didn't introduce her to my parents. I'm like, yeah, you know, like half of them.
Now, Caleb, don't be midterm.
She ain't good at math.
The first thing she ever
now.
the
Chrome
first
off
thing
your
she ever
favorites.
went to with, like, my family was my sister. I was like, my sister's having this thing for Memorial Day. Like, let's go hang out. And my sister taught her.
Which
and
sister?
Amy Valentine.
Well, I know your sisters.
Yeah.
Just,
Amy. So
where's Kristen at?
Kristen's in Arizona
Arizona.
Farm
Where? I
size
lived in Arizona
or whatever.
4 years.
Scottsdale, ish,
Oh.
give or take.
Yeah.
But and so I was like, you're gonna know most of them because Amy is married to Dale, right?
Yep, yep.
So I was like, Dale was your language arts teacher. Amy taught you math. Coach F was your math teacher in high school. The only one you don't know is my mom. But it was
hell.
funny. She was like, "This is weird." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, welcome to the fam.
It's a small world.
How much do we have left? Because I'm.
Yeti full.
Oh, I mean, I'm at.
We're at an
7
hour
beers
and
now.
1 minute.
I just took a shot for no reason.
No,
For
we
fun.
just switch songs.
No, I took it and then I filled it and then I took it again.
Oh, okay.
I'm a dumbass.
Like, I don't know if you knew like this. I grew up racing dirt bikes, right? So
Okay.
like, and it kind of still is. I hate to say that. Apologize, Meadowbrook people.
You don't have to
For,
apologize.
except
to
for
them.
some of you.
Nobody's sorry here.
Yeah, that's all right.
I was a pretty good athlete, but a lot of it back then. was-
Politics.
Amen. Right.
Yep. Still.
Yeah, it still
By the
is.
time that
Still today.
that's what. I know it. So by the time I got to high school, I was like, I'm full on racing dirt bikes, right? Like, I got a dirt bike, and like the hottest chick in school was like, "Hey, you race dirt bikes?"
Yes.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. I don't go very fast, baby, but you can see me, you know.
That's what I say before
song.
sex.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep us on this fucking power hour. I'll tell you that.
Well, there's 24 hours in a day. There's a karaoke bar up the road. You know what I mean?
Just saying,
We're
I've
gonna end
only
up
went
there.
through,
We're gonna end up
I've only went through 7 beers, and we still have
sometime.
like 6 more left in there because I brought a baker's dozen.
Oh.
Is what I brought.
But no, yeah. What's hot girl?
Yeah, hot
Racing-
girl.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so we actually I think I have a child with this person, like my one and maybe only child. I've been blocked as fuck on Facebook for like 7 years, so I don't really know.
I might have a child with
That's
this
a whole
person.
nother story. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was telling Caleb. Like because I was watching one of the shows, and when I think it was you, Travis. It was like. Whoever it was, he was like, "That's somebody that like they just got to one up you."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Man, I don't want to be that guy, but like I've done so much stupid shit in my life, so I'm just gonna share some of it."
Yeah. That's what we're
New
here
song.
for. This could be our new Saturdays for the boys.
Bro, I'll tell you right
Yeah,
now.
we just went Saturdays.
Just call
for
it
girls.
Power Hour. We had these
Well,
girls.
They didn't want to come back. Is the only bad part.
I said, "Here's a $10,000 studio you can come film in. All you gotta do is show up." They didn't show up, so
I texted him
Here we
too.
go.
Like it wasn't just Caleb that texted him.
Go.
I texted him too, and I was like, "Hey, when are you guys coming
You gotta
back?"
pee?
And
All right.
my girl knew who they were and like was friends with them,
Right.
and never came back. That was the worst part of it. They never came back.
But you haven't heard anything through your girl on it?
No, like they've answered her, and they were like, "Oh, we're just busy,"
But she
and like,
shared that info. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she told me she was like, they said they're busy and like they can't come back in.
Yeah.
That's what it is every time.
Well,
Or
no
like,
offense, man, but fuck girls. You know?
and they said the one time they were like, Caleb wasn't even there, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like,
No, listen.
he told you how to get in. He gave you codes to get in, and he could text one person to come in and set everything up for you.
Yeah.
You just don't want to come in.
The showing up part is the problem.
Right.
But dude, they got 2,300, 2,400, something like that. They got
a lot of views.
yeah, their first episode. They got more views than what we get normal.
No,
And-
what the problem was I was like, I even saw them this weekend. I was like, are you guys ever going to come back in and do that? And they're like, if you're ever home. And I'm like, I don't have to be here.
Yeah.
I'm like, and plus I was like, I was here this week and the last 5 weeks, whatever.
Well, like I've called you when like you were down in Orlando or Miami, one of the two.
Yeah.
I called him while he was gone, and I was like, "Hey, we're trying to set this up right now." He was gone. I knew, like, he told me we were gonna be able to do the podcast while he was gone, and he said, "If you have problems, call me." I call him.
With
I'm like, yeah, I was like, "Hey, we can't get like whatever set up, and we're trying to do the podcast." And he was like, "Okay." He's on FaceTime and is
Hammered.
messing with the computer, hammered, to set it up for us.
Hell yeah.
And then gets it set up, and he was like, "All right, you guys are good," and had it like to where it was starting to record. Like as we're sitting down, I was like, "This is fucking awesome." So we started doing the podcast. He, like I said, he is thousands of miles away, and had nothing to do with it. We'd still do the podcast, and so when he told me that, I was like, "They just don't want to do it.
They don't.
like they don't want to do it bad enough."
No, because they were like, if you're ever in town, we'll do it again. I'm like, I've been in town.
Yeah,
I
do
live
it.
here.
I was like, I
Come
literally
every
every
am
week.
here. I'm like, I'm here every week.
I think I know. I don't know, but I think
They're at DTA a lot.
I thought they looked familiar. So I don't go out like very much.
Saturdays.
in
They're there on
Cambridge.
Saturdays a lot.
I feel like I've kind of been through this.
My
town,
girl's
so
here,
I
by the
go
way.
Other places.
She
Here?
texted me because I told her like we.
Tell her to come in.
Tell her to come say hi.
Tell her to come in, please.
Okay.
Please.
Tell her something. Is she gonna get in on the?
No,
the
she
power
won't.
hour?
She's shy. Oh, that's a drink. But yeah, I don't know. So I think Saturdays are for the girls. We're gonna have to turn to Saturdays. I think we're just gonna do Power Hour Saturdays.
Dude,
This-
Power Hour Saturdays. I'm telling you what.
And it's Bo's new podcast.
Hey, what we should do is we
I
should
did kind
have.
of have an idea, and I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
I did have an idea.
All right. No.
We can discuss off air during, but like,
Trademark.
so like I'm a local musician, right? And I play
Right.
around Ohio and different things, and I met a lot of those people. Thought about trying to work in some type of podcast thing, maybe once every couple weeks, where, kind of plug their music and get things out there. Whatever.
Yeah.
move your beer real quick.
With that being said, I think the next show I'm doing
Yes.
is going to be Saturday, July 30th at the Elks in Cambridge.
Okay.
And I'm really excited about that one because it's not just me for 3 hours. For anybody who doesn't know Kirsten Clark, phenomenal tattoo artist,
Yes.
phenomenal singer.
Great singer.
She hood rat though. But no, she's awesome. I love that chick. And then Kirk Miser, that's the lead guitar player for Lock 17 and some
Right.
Joker's Wild. He's my guitar player now, so it should go pretty good.
Eric Miser. Eric Slosher. That's what I meant. That's my dude. Is that a new song?
I think so.
The circling back to Small World, race dirt bikes, right?
Yes.
With this kid Travis McQueen. Shout out if you're
Oh,
watching.
I thought you were going to say Pastrana.
No.
Pastrana,
This
yeah.
guy, he's from Ohio. We traveled to Ohio
guy.
and stuff. But grew up
He's
racing with
somewhat
him.
famous.
Then in high school, I worked like junior and senior year. I worked at a KTM dealership in town. It was on Wheeling Avenue called Blackhawk Motorsports 2. He worked there also. Then I left, went to the Air Force. And what was weird about that is every day at noon, I would leave Meadowbrook High School, go to the store, take the deposit, to the bank downtown, get lunch. 3 days in a row. I don't know what uniform. Dude comes up, hey, I know you're military age. Like, what do you think about joining the whatever? Day number 1, I'm like, oh, hey, man, no. You know, like, thanks, appreciate you, but no. Second day I go in there. This same motherfucker comes up to me. Hey, what do you think? Dude, I'm gonna be a doctor. Like, I don't have the brains or anything for it, but I'm gonna be a doctor, you know? Like, I'm gonna be something cool.
Yeah.
Third day, dude approached me again. At this point, like, 3 strikes you're out, you know? I told dude, I was like, hey, with all due respect, appreciate what you do. All the brothers, sisters, love, peace, war, all that. But I don't do push-ups for anybody but my girlfriend and me. I'm not running for anybody unless they're shooting at me, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm trying to get shot at. I'm not going to get on a boat. I'm not going to get on a plane. I'm sure as fuck not going to Iraq. Sorry. Less than 2 years later, my ass was over across the pond in Iraq.
So how was that?
Well, I was eating breakfast one day. You couldn't tell now, but at one point in time I was pretty physique.
Oh, we need a new power hour. Hold on.
Oh, dude, we made it through.
You aced
Hold
it.
on, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're on the 8th one right now.
You're on 8?
Yeah, I think I've done a couple shots that I didn't need to do.
I'm on my 7th, so probably.
Yeah, I've done a couple shots I don't think I've needed to do, but
I'm on 6.
Ooh,
I just
dude,
probably skipped
hey.
like 4 during my
Yeah, you're out.
regurgitation session.
But no. So how was Iraq?
Shitty.
Yeah.
Really hot. I'll tell you though, like you get off the tarmac, which is it's the runway.
Throw that down there.
Yeah. Get off the tarmac, go into a meeting. Like this is the situation here, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and they tell us like we're all going to go to the chow hall and eat real quick. Okay. They have American radio station, and this is like a Toyota Tacoma, but like a newer version. It's weird. Like things are weird over there, okay?
Yeah.
I'm driving, high-ranking people in the vehicle with me, and we're listening. I remember it was fucking Kesha. Do you remember her?
Hell yes.
Was it TikTok?
fuck yeah.
TikTok was not thought of. And
Bro.
This was
No,
like
like song TikTok.
this is like 2011.
This is
TikTok.
Vine days.
Where's
Is what this
2009.
is.
Stop. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's got it.
Yep, this is Vine days.
Going down the road,
Tick-tock
and I
on
see
the clock.
like we wear camouflage, right? But you have to wear a reflective belt.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So I see all these people in reflective belts and camouflage running and diving. I thought this does not seem right. There's something wrong with this. Turned down Kesha, thank God. Master Sergeant in the back was like, roll down the window. We're in alarm red. Alarm red means there's a bomb of some type of missile that's gonna come and fuck us up. I thought, I've been in this bitch for like an hour and 6 minutes. I'm trying to go eat some, like an omelet or anything, you know? And here I'm gonna get blown to fucking smithereens. So we get out, everything's fine. A couple weeks later, I go in the chow hall, I'm eating breakfast. Oatmeal, a couple hard-boiled eggs,
song change?
orange juice. I see this dude coming, I'm like, man, that's a handsome motherfucker, but he looks really familiar. It was Travis, the guy I had raced with for years
Yeah.
and worked with. He deployed in the same place, you know, over there.
Huh.
So that was yeah, very small world.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
The rest of it sucked though.
I bet.
I remember, like when I was in high school, there was a guy that came in.
Like a recruiter or something.
Yeah, it was a recruiter. I can't remember
Well,
what
did
his
you
name
guys
was.
did you guys have Miss Wareheim?
Yeah.
Me and that bitch, we did not get along, dude. I almost didn't graduate. Did you ever hear about somebody that rode pit bikes through the school down there?
No. Wait, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did actually. Yeah. Did you ever hear about somebody who welded a door shut?
I got a cousin, Trevor Maurer, that's told me some shit.
I know Trevor Maurer. I'm very good friends with Trevor Maurer. My dad, when he was in high school,
Welded something?
welded the door shut.
This would have been at what's the now middle school, right?
I mean, it would have been, yeah, maybe the middle school, but it might have been high school too. I can't remember exactly.
When did he graduate?
But let me think. He was born in '72.
This is Johnny's
Graduated
favorite song,
in
by the way.
the '90s somewhere.
Back it up again.
Early 90s, I want to
Oh,
say.
so it could have been the new high school.
Chris was
Could've been.
born in 93, or 94. So probably, we're talking like early 90s. 89, I think.
That's in the
89, I think.
80s. That's late 80s, not early 90s.
Well, early 90s, late 80s, somewhere
frame.
around there. I think 89.
Round up.
But he welded the door
Hey,
shut.
that's a shot, sir.
Like an emergency exit or something?
No, not an emergency exit. He wasn't
That would be horrible.
He wasn't that much of a dick. He
Face any type of like homeland security issues?
No. Just welded the door shut.
Just
to,
the
like,
janitorial
classrooms.
office.
Like, so they went in there and
dirty for
from
a
what he
week.
told me, they like MIG welded all the doors to the classrooms. Is what he said. So you couldn't get in, you couldn't get out.
Sounds like a fucking nightmare, dude.
He said he got in a lot of trouble for it.
Right.
From what he told me.
You secured people's locations in a confined space.
Wait, they were in the building?
No, I definitely don't think they were in the building. I think it was at the end of the day,
that's
so they
safer.
couldn't get in.
Could you imagine just like you're in math class, you just see like fucking
Sparks.
a weld just going up?
that was the other thing I was going to tell you about. Finish what you're saying, and then say Spurlock.
Okay,
Or wait,
Spurlock.
what was the lady that taught geometry?
Zerus?
Van Horn.
Van Horn.
That's the one I'm talking. I got a story about both of them.
Judy Van Horn
I
did
never had her.
history when I was there.
I had all the smart people classes.
There was like a Spurlock.
I was gonna make a
or-
really old joke. I mean, not that she's gonna listen, but she probably got like great grandchildren that might.
Shout out Judy
I
Van
remember
Horn.
Judy Van Horn fucking straight up just passed out in class one day. We were sitting there and like I'm in like the second row. Okay, so like there's first row right in front of the class. There's second row. I'm in the second row. Like I don't remember what seat in, but I was in the second row at least. And I remember my buddy Mike is sitting in the front row right by her desk, and she was like, I'm about to pass out," and then just straight falls to the ground. He like catches her to keep her from hitting the ground.
What a hero!
Yeah,
She's got to
kiss
be
her?
like
Did he
80
kiss her?
something at this point, though, right?
dude, she was definitely 70s at least.
Yeah.
I would have to say.
Judy?
Yeah,
No.
walks next door to
she was
the
60s.
other history teacher that was there. Like, hey,
Loomis.
Was it?
Milhoan.
Yeah.
Milhoan.
Oh, Loomis was gone. Damn it.
Yeah, Loomis was gone like probably, I don't know, a couple
Milhoan.
years by the time we got into high school.
Yeah. He still did.
I'm kind of old.
He still did music.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. He's
Loomis
doing
did music.
Mike Loomis. Yeah.
I don't know. He did Loomis. I know. Like, do you guys remember like the rubber bands and like the?
Yeah.
V darts.
Yeah.
That's the only.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only thing I
Lindsay
ever
Tipton,
got in
if you're
trouble
watching,
for.
Wait, hold on. The
It
song
is your
changed.
fault that I got booted out for 3 days by hitting Mr. Loomis because you did one of those, and I'll never forget that.
That's the only thing I ever got in trouble for. Was
Really?
a V dart. I hit Maisie Epperson with one
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what I got in trouble
in like 6th grade, and they were like, "Oh, that's her arm's red." And then I didn't get in really in trouble, but like that's the only time I ever went to the principal's office.
for. See, I got in trouble for snuff when I was a freshman.
Trevor.
Yeah, it happens. I had it in my waistband of my underwear. So like I would set it in the waistband, and I was sitting like and my shirt came up just enough. It was my football jersey. Came up just enough to where they could see the fucking outline of it in my waistband.
We know Trevor likes short shirts here.
Well, it was a fucking jersey.
got a picture with a crop top
I couldn't.
of my ex.
I couldn't do anything about it. So I'm sitting there, and I'm in FCA, Fellowship of
You're
Christian
in SCA
Athletes.
too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I'm sitting there like this, and one of the teachers sees it because somebody else says it to me how they can see it, and I'm like, oh shit. So then I sit with her with my arms crossed, and
Like
then
you're trying to hide like a 7th grade boner or something.
yeah. So then I'm sitting there and I'm like, fuck. I get called to the office. I'm walking there, and the assistant principal walks up to me, and she was like, all right, raise up your arms. I do that number right there, and she goes all the way up. And
I
was
did
like,
shrugs yesterday, bitch. Leave me alone.
I do that number. I raise them up above my head, and you could see it. And she was like, okay. She was, you have any in your mouth? And I was like, no. And it was a full can of, and I remember it was Welfare Bear Grizzly Wintergreen. Oh. She pours out the entire can into her trash can. And I was like, oh, there goes $4. Like, that's what went through my mind. I was like, oh, man.
$4 in cleaning like a cousin's room or some shit.
Yeah. So she gives me the riot act, you know, I have to call my parents, tell them, and my dad and them are pissed. And she was like, we don't have to tell your coach because she was like, it's your first offense. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't even have to sit out of games. And I was like, okay. And I said, no, I better tell him. And then I hear, good choice. And he's sitting in the fucking doorway, cross-armed, just pissed. And I was like, oh.
Boy.
And I played varsity as a freshman. So
Flex.
I was like, fuck.
Damn.
So
Damn.
I walk over to him.
I played varsity as a
and
senior.
He's fucking pacing back and forth. He's mad. He was like, I don't want
Raging.
to fucking talk to you. And I was like, okay. And so I just had my head down. I'm staring at the floor. And he was like, all right, I'll see you at the game. And I was like, oh, shit. So I'm scared the whole time, thinking he's going to, like, beat the shit out of me. I don't know. And we get to the game. A couple of the other coaches have known me literally since I was born. Like, have known me my entire life.
Were they your actual dad?
No.
Oh.
They walk up to me and they were like, hey, Trev, you want a piece of gum? Oh, you got snuff in. And so then they would sit back down. I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers.
They just arsenaled you the
Yeah.
whole time.
So they were like, you're going to sit out 2 games for sure. I was like, okay. And I was pretty much over on quarters anyway because I went down like the week before to meet with coach to talk about what games I'm going to sit for freshmen and JV games because I was going to be over on quarters. Well,
Flex.
who knows? I'm going to get caught with snuff, so I don't have to worry about quarters anymore.
You
'cause
didn't
I'm gonna have
plan
to,
on it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to sit out anyway. Third game, so third week in a row, I have to sit. And they sit me the entire
So
game.
this was all preseason?
No, this is all regular season.
Oh, okay.
I have to sit 3 straight games. This game that I have to sit, the third one, is one that we're winning by like 60 points. And I'm thinking, for sure he's going to put me in. Never puts me in. And so I'm just sitting there mad. He puts every single person in. And I'm like, I'm not getting in.
Just fuming.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm so mad I'm thinking about quitting. And this is my freshman year. And I'm thinking about quitting. And he talks about it during our post-game like thing to the team of like why he didn't play me. I'm like,
Because you're an asshole.
yeah, I'm like, I'm ready to quit. I'm so mad. And he was like, he's going to play next week.
Was that the Mount Union guy?
Yeah. I didn't want to say
That's
his
the
name.
reason I quit.
Really?
Yeah.
The truth comes out.
We'll dive into
a
that.
little at a
Dude,
time.
I fucking loved him. I just saw him the other day at the DMV or
I
BMV.
don't mind him now.
Is it
but
DMV or BMV or BMW?
I don't
I
know.
say-
I don't know.
DYOVI, I mean OSU, FUCK.
I have an
fuck.
OVI.
Dude, I say all of them. I'm like, you know what I mean. Like,
FUCK.
you say DMV, everybody knows what I mean. If you say BMV,
I don't know. Is it bureau
I
or
thought it was
department?
D.
DMV?
Is it
I
D
thought
or
it
B?
was D.
I think it's B.
All right, I'm gonna have to look this
I don't
up.
know. I just go in.
I think it's B now.
I never look.
But I always say the same thing every time. But still love that coach. to
Yes.
death. Like I absolutely
Why
love
am I?
him.
Why is it on me still?
D- DMV.
Jesse?
D?
It's
Yeah.
D.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
not.
absolutely love him.
It's
I have
B.
nothing bad to say about him.
DMV?
It's DMV.
DNV?
DM.
Department of Motor Vehicles.
So like dick
Department
mangled
of.
vagina.
What was it?
Yes.
Say that again.
Dick mangled.
Exactly like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Vaginal.
In fact,
But he told us during that like meeting, he was like, he's gonna play next week. He's like, I sat him a third week because he lied to somebody about it, and it was to prove a point and blah blah blah. And I'm sitting there thinking, you motherfucker! Like, I was so mad about
Thanks
it.
for proving your point at my expense.
Yeah, dude, I still shake about it because I'm so mad about it. But I saw him the other day, and I had nothing but love for him. I absolutely loved him. He was the greatest person ever. Our next coach we got, I got in so many like mental arguments with him, And I remember we sat
Like
down
telepathic arguments or what?
Because like I would stare at him and I'd be like, I want to fucking kill you. And he would look at me and he'd be like, I want to fucking kill you. And we wouldn't say anything other than like, you're a fucking idiot. And that would be
Like
back
during
and forth.
practice and stuff?
Yeah.
Did he have a daughter or anything in school?
I think he did.
Did you
I
get
think
it?
he had a daughter.
Did you get it?
No.
You got it.
No. She was like 6, dude. I was like graduating. Okay. No.
No, so I literally quit football.
Because of that guy.
Yeah.
The guy before.
No, Mount Union.
Yeah, Mount Union. That's what I mean. Like not random guy, like new one.
No, so I
I mean
started.
Mount Union.
So yeah, so I played in 8th grade. That was my first year ever. And I started tight end. And the first thing, I shit you not, the first catch I ever made was just a Hail Mary before halftime.
Dude, he wanted to run 139 excellent T flare all day. Like doesn't matter what we're at. Like
Wow.
it could be 4th and 38. We were running 139 excellent T flare. That 9's gonna be open. That flare's gonna be open. One of the two.
But we did that.
Not the one on
And
the
I
three.
caught this fucking.
Neither of them motherfuckers gonna be open. You're gonna either hit the flare or you're gonna hit the 9.
I didn't really play football. I played 2 years because I was real small.
Yeah.
You like
was
you said you
fast,
graduated
but-
in 7.
No, my sister did. I graduated in 5. Barely.
You graduated in 5. Okay, So it
Barely.
would have been like Bendel time frame, right?
Well, Mitchie. Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch Bendel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because when I went in, listen, no offense to anybody, but Meadowbrook football was pretty literally fucked when I came into high school.
yeah,
And it was like, I don't know. if I wanna
it
get
was
involved in
it was
all that.
bad back then. I've heard the stories.
Yeah.
I've even seen like the guys that have the current records for like rushing and whatnot. Because like I was on track to beat like their records when I was like sophomore and junior year.
It was handoff left, toss right. You never, as a wide receiver, was that piece of shit kid that was like,
Hey, your mom and dad's on the school board, so
Well-
you're out there.
Yeah.
when I was going through high school, we kind of had the same thing. It was like your mom's working for the school, your mom's working for the school, so you're the quarterback. That's
Is this
the wide
Stacy's
receiver.
mom? Mm-hmm. What a banger.
Oh God.
Are you trying to tell us something, Britt?
It was
No.
kind of that same sort of thing. It was like
Wow,
this
is
duo,
Stacy's
this
mom?
duo,
Oh my god.
both their parents
Good
worked for the
song.
school. So we went from a run heavy team to a pass heavy team 100%. Like we went to empty backfield spread offense.
hold on, look, it's sports and Brits over there going,
I love sports. I'm just
No, you
tired.
don't. No, you don't.
she's
I
over
do
there.
too.
She's over
Like
there trying to
fans of
keep up with
sports.
Like that's what
Kardashians
we
and
went
shit.
to, and
I like
that's what I
everything.
argued
Nets,
with our
whatever
new
the
coach
fuck that
about.
is.
I love the Mets.
We went to an empty
Who was
backfield.
after that?
His name is Twitty. I love Twitty to death.
I liked
now.
it.
I don't remember
I didn't
him at
mind
all.
him.
Yeah, I love him to death now.
I don't remember him at
Like
all.
at the time, me and him argued so much.
This is like your sophomore year?
This is
So
my
he came
junior
in
and senior year.
He came in the year
He would have came in.
I would have been a freshman.
No, he.
No.
Twitty came in the year you were
I would have been a
graduating.
sophomore or graduated.
The year you
That's
were
right.
graduating.
That's right. Yeah.
Because we had the Mount Union.
No, listen. I was going to play.
freshman,
I was going to
sophomore.
play my senior year,
Yeah,
and then I was going on a mission trip.
I remember. Yeah, and
stop
he held
9?
that against people. Same with
Yeah.
another one of my
Yeah.
buddies. He had barrel horse racing.
Yeah.
State finals, and
Yeah.
then to get into nationals, and he was like, "Hey, I'm going to miss these 2 days during 2 days," and he was like, "You're not going to play on the team."
Right. Yeah. He said.
And yeah,
He said football
Hold on, why?
because
because he said if you're going to miss 2 days, he said there's no reason I need you on the team, and he was
Right.
like,
Literally.
"Okay, call me when you guys get to state." And he said, "Because I'm going to state now." He said, "I'm possibly getting into nationals." He did get into nationals. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that. He did get into nationals. So he was like, "Call me when you guys get to state." We did not get to state. We got to playoffs,
Right.
But we did not get to state.
Dude, in my day, I'm going to tell you, I think Meadowbrook won like 4 games from the time that I was coloring inside the lines.
Now, granted,
to the time
he-
I figured out what
he
the
won
fuck
some
X
games.
after a 3 was.
The year
won some
that
games.
the year we're talking about, we went 9-2.
right.
Who was the quarterback at this point?
Wiggins.
Dalton.
Yeah, Wiggins.
Did he wear number 20?
13. 13 is what he won.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I went to one of those games.
At this time is when the first time in school history we got to playoffs, state playoffs. So we didn't get to state like the
Finals
state
or
game
playoffs.
for our division.
Right.
But we were doing good. This is before that even happened. This is 2-a-days. So before
This is August,
Yeah.
July.
yeah, before practice
September.
even
I don't hold
starts.
this, I don't hold this against anybody, but just I got conned into the first 2-a-days. Just
Yeah.
say,
It
I
sucks.
didn't know I was going to that. Mr.
Skip
Wiggins,
that,
Mr.
Take
Wiggins
your contract
himself,
and hold out.
Mr.
Mike.
Wiggins himself says, no, not Mr. Dalton. Fuck him.
Oh, okay.
Dalton goes, hey, we're just grabbing jerseys today.
He fucked you.
I know he did.
Straight up fucked
And I'm like,
you.
oh, okay, cool. I'll come grab a jersey. Like, I don't know if I'm playing. I go, and they said, grab your jersey and then go to the field. I'm like,
Ooh, what number do I want?
hold on.
What position do I even
I
want to
show
play?
up to this motherfucker. We start 2-a-days. And we did the little towel thing.
Yep.
You remember the towel
Yeah,
thing?
the towel fighting. Yeah, I remember that.
The only claim to fame I have, I beat Sills' ass at the towel thing once.
This,
Yeah, the guy
West
who's
Virginia kid.
currently the guy who's currently in the NFL.
Did he get
That's who-
drafted?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
Hey, Britt, hit cut for a second.
What time are we
I
at?
think I fucked his sister and his cousin.
Oh my god.
Probably.
One
Wait, which
time.
one?
I
Brittany?
don't want to say all names. Then I wanted to ask you a question, Brittany.
Yeah. It was 129 for that.
Do you have a pair of Ugg boots?
Ugg boots? Never.
Never?
Never
Do
owned
you have
pair.
a black
Atta
North Face
girl.
jacket?
Never.
There's
girl.
no
Atta
Starbucks.
fucking
I'm
girl.
basic as hell, but I
No,
didn't have that
you're not
stuff.
basic as hell.
No.
Yeah,
Think about it.
Starbucks.
Ugg
Basic
boots
white bitch
and black
syndrome is-
North Face jacket, saying basic as shit.
And fucking to your
Yeah,
Honda
yeah.
Accord.
Starbucks cup. She has a Starbucks cup right now, but not one of the plastic ones that are like the tumbler. She doesn't have one of those.
Yeah, I have 3 from Starbucks.
You're not basic then. You're extra.
You're
very
extra, but yeah, you're not
exceptional.
basic. for
But I
sure.
shit you not. I go to this 2-a-day. I'm fucking winning. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, I'm going on a fucking mission trip to Tennessee to help homeless people. If you ain't gonna be at football, I'm like, okay. I said, okay. I said, that's fine.
Yep.
So I just stopped going. And then like 2 weeks later, I was back, and Dalton's like, hey, Twitty was wondering where you're at. And I'm like,
Tennessee.
he said, don't come back. I'm like, I just didn't.
I'll say this wholeheartedly right now. I love Twitty now.
I do too. Yeah, he's a great guy. Like,
I
I get it.
absolutely love him, and I see why he was like an asshole back then. But at the time, I argued with him so much. We sat down and had like a meeting on the field randomly. He was like, "Hey, I need to talk to you after practice." And I was like, "Okay." So we sat there after practice, and I argued with him and yelled at him, and he yelled at me, and I was like, "You're a fucking dick, and I fucking hate you, and I don't want you to be here." And like, he didn't say that shit to me, but like, obviously he listened to it and
Right.
all that.
He was talking some shit like
He was, because like I said,
Nothing.
you changed the offense to where it is dog shit, and then we went. Not gonna lie, we went like 3-7 or
Okay, but-
like 2-8.
yeah.
To the year before, we were like 9-2, 9-7, whatever it was, and I was like, "You're fucking dog shit. Like, we don't need this." And so we argued back and forth, and now looking back on it, I'm like, "Okay, I get it."
Wasn't it all states? Wasn't it like Oklahoma?
It was
And, like,
it
Alabama.
was
You talking
all
about the playbook?
states.
The playbook or what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was all states, but
See, if you would just let me come back, I would have been okay. I was there for 2 days. I know the fucking.
Run, Alaska.
You kidding me?
You know, motherfucker, I got this.
it was
Yo,
all
hold on.
states. It was all optional. So like, dependent on what like, say like the weak side was, depending on what the weak side end did, turned that play into whatever it was. So
Speaking
every
of weak
play.
side. Oh, go ahead.
As far as a read or an option, you mean?
Yeah, so
Or a
every
flat.
play was either you're going to pass or it's going to be a run play.
RPO.
Yeah. So didn't matter. 90% of the time it was going to be a pass play because the guy would shoot straight down in because he's unblocked and try to go after the quarterback, and it would be short pass, we're getting yards, whatever it was. So it basically turned into the NFL to where it was all pass. I remember the first game of the season, my senior year, and like the first 4 drives we had I had touchdowns, like 60, 70-yard touchdowns every time.
Collecting them.
Yeah, like it was a good game.
You had the
for
touchdown
me.
hat trick.
Yeah, it was a good game for me. Great game for me. We go. We put our.
You can tell where this is going. It's like, dude, my teammates are dicks.
We put our second string quarterback in, and like I'm sitting there in the huddle with him as we were doing quick huddle. So like I'm next to him anyway, regardless. And I was like, all right, it's Oklahoma. We're either doing hitches or ones, is like whatever people call them, 5-yard, turn back in. And we're either doing that or we're doing a run play. The run play is going to be bounce outside, doesn't matter. And I was like, okay, you know
It's
what
a
we're
quick,
doing.
it's a rhythm thing.
Yeah. I said, you know what we're doing? I said, you're reading off that guy. The motherfucker doesn't read that guy at all because I get the ball and I had to do a pass fake anyway, regardless. Doesn't matter if I'm getting the ball or not. I have to do a handoff
Cover up.
fake, come in. I get the ball and I'm thinking,
Idiot.
he ate on it. He's going back toward like one of the receivers, whatever it is, and I get fucking straight helmet to chest, and that ball damn near passes out. Like I get hit as soon as I grab the ball, and all the wind's out of me. There's not a single bit of oxygen in my body, and I get back up and I went, "You motherfucker!" And he goes, "You okay?" And I went, "Don't ever do that shit again." I said, "I'll smack the fuck out of you." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm doing that right there." And he goes, "I'm sorry." He goes, "I got scared." And I was like, "Okay, you
scared.
motherfucker." I said, "You should have just threw the ball out of bounds or some shit."
Oh, this is your QB.
Yeah, that's who I'm smacking the shit out of. Like,
The same name we mentioned earlier?
no,
No, that's
name.
a different guy. This guy's
And
much
I was like,
worse.
"You motherfucker!" Like I was so mad.
I'm sorry.
And
I'm filming your wedding.
the next play, he passes it away.
Wait, is that who she's marrying or something?
No.
I'm not marrying anyone. I
can't tell.
Let's just get that
What's your
straight.
Snapchat handle?
I am not gonna say that for everyone to get.
Everybody wants
She
it.
gets so many DMs to start with. and
She has about
Snapchats.
45
Oh my
Snapchats
god!
a day.
Yeah.
She's cute. I think like since I started playing
Yeah.
guitar and stuff out, I'm gonna play you guys a song here.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to hear it. Yeah. Before,
first
like,
I'm
pissed,
definitely
but-
Are you
before we
cute?
go.
this isn't a song that I wrote,
I
but
don't know. Am I? No. What?
like for all my life, for like 34 years, I've had this like this is how things go.
You're 34.
No, I'm 35.
You're 35.
35, nephew. Look at this. Check it. EST 86. What do you know?
Bro, I did not think you were 35 at all.
Thank you.
I definitely thought like late 20s is what I thought. You look good for fucking 30s. You look
My
good.
intelligence
And Trevor's-
isn't very far.
And you're in your 20s. And
Hey.
you said you look like you're in your 40s. And you're
Fuck off,
complimenting him.
Fuck off.
Hey, it's show 50. We doing half.
Right. Where's Erica? Why didn't she come?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Go get her.
She's
Go
gonna get
her.
mad.
She's been outside for like 46 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say after this song, we gotta
Oh,
cut
you
it.
relax over there.
Are you getting hostile?
I don't
is.
get hostile.
How old are you?
20.
Young.
You just roll your eyes.
I forgot there's a fucking camera right there. I just don't trust females. I just don't.
Yeah.
Wait,
Don't
hey,
trust her. She's
when
devilish.
I'm not. I'm airy. I'm ditzy.
You're an Aries.
I am. No, I'm not an Aries. I'm an Aquarius. When's your birthday?
12/29/86.
12/29.
I'm Capricorn.
You are right. So
Yeah.
is he.
If you look at Enneagrams, I'm a type 4 with a 5 wing.
I'm
and
a 7.
1. No, dude, you're definitely a 9.
What's a 9? Hold on.
Good looking dude that's in shape, bro.
No. No, I'm
a
a
JLB.
7 with a. What's a 1? I think I'm a 7 with a. No, you gotta.
What are
lean-
assholes?
You gotta lean to the
There's-
number beside you, right?
Okay, so that's what the wing means, is the
Right.
person that like you're compatible with.
So that.
The other number, the other wing on there is
Right.
like your like your Joker to your Batman.
Yeah.
Like
I shit you not. My pickup line for the girl I'm dating right now.
I think I
What?
heard it.
Yeah.
Is it that
Let me
night,
hear it.
Arena?
Yeah.
Let me hear.
She put something about her Enneagram.
No
on,
offense, she's cute though.
I know.
She seems like
yeah.
a pretty bad bitch.
I put her on Instagram. She was on Instagram. She's like, I'm an Enneagram something. And I'm like, I'm a 7. So that either means we're great for each other or horrible for each other.
What's Britt? Put it on me. Put it on me. I want to drink the rest of this beer.
Hey, Erica. Are you guys coming to DTA? That's so sad. Okay.
All right. I'll tell everybody who's listening still.
Still, it's an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Who's still listening?
Who knows? But I've drank 10 beers. I'm not going to open up the 11th just because I know we're going to go home, and I'd rather not have an open container.
You got to have a. Never mind.
I'd rather not have an open container. But, yeah, I'm not going to open up the 11th. Dude, this has been one of my favorite.
This has been good.
This is one of my favorite episodes.
Like seriously, that like even the goat house, like any of those. And I talked to Aiden today. Aiden wants to be on anytime.
I told him. I texted him today.
Yeah,
Did you see his Snapchat story?
Yeah,
that's funny.
He
That's
called
funny.
me and he was like, "Hey, Caleb, text me." And he goes, he talked about my Snapchat story. He goes, "Yeah, I need to be on sometime." And I said, "Bro, anytime." I said,
Right.
"You come on,
That
we'll
was-
have you
yeah.
on." And I said, "We need to do the goat house again." Especially with Caleb here. He goes, yeah, because last time Caleb wasn't there. He was on his 9th vacation.
Yeah, we only had one. What was it? 5 songs?
Hey, welcome to the studio, Erica.
Yeah.
By the way.
Welcome.
I'm going to get back up, though, because I'm going to go talk to her for a second.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna play a song and then.
I'm going to
It's
listen.
not my song.
I'm going to listen. I'm going to get
Listen on my roots.
I'm just.
I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair.
You know, every
I know I
good
could.
guitar player
I know I
musician
could.
will always bring a pick, a capo.
Did you
a
not bring
tuner.
one?
I
And-
fucking forgot all three.
I might have one. Let me look. You keep. Hey, talk to the people a second.
Yeah, plug your stuff.
Yeah, plug. Yeah.
Really neat is a capo. That's the main thing.
Hey, I have a question for you. Is your tattoo
Which
God
one?
is greater than the ups and the downs? Is that one of your tattoos?
This one?
Yeah.
What this means is he came, he died, he ascended, he rose again, he's coming back.
That's pretty cool. I like it.
Do you see my prison tattoo? Look at this one. This is Lil Wayne. This is dollar signs over the female sign. This is my MOB. You don't have a capo by chance?
I don't.
You still sound great.
I just looked and
I haven't played anything for you to know.
Well, you've been strumming some chords.
I thought I
I'm
had
listening.
a pick, but I don't. So
All right, I'm gonna have to think here because if
Trevor,
I
how you
can't
doing over
capo-
there?
Stop spraying on him.
I was told that I can't get hammered tonight.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, you can. It's probably gonna be frowned upon. But
fully-
dude, you took we all done heard the story, and all the listeners will too.
What story?
You took her to a specific place, and the only place in the
Times
world
Square?
that I'm
And
sure
that's
these
Times-
shoes could have been shipped to, and anywhere else.
Hey,
you
hey.
had to go to New York City.
Hey, ask her to date you is way better than the time that I
did
said.
you know that? I did.
Ask her to date you in
Yeah.
Times Square is way better than me face down the first time ever saying I love you. Drunk as shit. Okay, I'll tell you
what
that
it
right
is.
now.
But she
That-
accepted
but-
you. She accepted you
Hey,
as you are.
It's definitely way more manic than a swipe right
you.
match. And hey, what's up? What's your?
Are you leaving again?
no.
Here he is.
I mean, that's a really.
Switch my spots.
Do you want to sit back there?
Here.
All right.
Be the person. Let me sit over there.
What?
I'm drunk. I won't be able to.
No, but before we do, cut to me. Thank you. Before we do head out tonight, where I don't know where everybody's going. I'm assuming.
right at the end.
I'm assuming Trevor's going home because he wears t-shirts to bed.
Yeah, I'm
But-
drunk as shit.
Okay. Thank you for listening. This is the OTR cast. We really
This is
didn't.
Bo Fawcett episode.
This is the.
The 50th episode.
This is the greatest episode that has ever existed. We're gonna go out with some music, and then we're going to karaoke night. Some of us. We thought we could pull Trevor there. I don't think it's happening.
no. Nope. I think
might be
we'll
able
go
to
home
drag
and
him,
cuddle.
though.
Is what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Is that all you can do?
Yeah.
That's weird. I can't. I gotta stop doing it.
I love cuddling. Leave me alone. I love
Big spoon, little spoon.
I like cuddling.
Dude,
What do you mean?
hey, if I could be Little Spoon, That's a great
Isn't
day
that?
in
It's
paradise.
a great feeling.
Yes,
It is.
because you're always big spoon. But when you can be little spoon, I'm telling you
When
what.
you feel like you have to be little spoon because
No.
the bitch is taller than you,
It's
though,
such like-
dude, your manhood is completely gone. Your taint will shrivel
Bruh.
so much
No,
it
here's
becomes
the
a
thing.
freckle
Here's the
on your
thing.
ass.
I'm pretty sure your wiener shrinks just like 3 inches, like right when little spoon happens.
Wait, what?
Like, and it's not like you guys talked about it
What he said.
beforehand.
Hey, just so you know, we can cut any of this.
No.
Just let me know.
Your wiener.
What
okay,
about your wiener?
It shrinks like 3
Yours
inches.
does?
No.
Mine goes the other way.
I'm saying I'm pretty sure it shrinks 3 inches.
Mine
If
usually
your
hangs
girl's-
about 3 inches from the fucking ground.
But like if she little spoons you without you saying like, can you little spoon me?
You
Okay.
ask?
Just because
Is
she's,
that how thin your masculinity is?
I'm just saying if
Does
she's
he
taller
ask?
than you.
He asks. No, he doesn't. Oh,
Yeah, I've
no.
asked her to
truth
little
will be
spoon me
You
before.
asked to Little Spoon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just say, I want to be Little Spoon.
Don't
Yeah,
say it.
that's
Don't
what I
even
say,
it.
yeah.
Just let it happen. You know?
But no, I'm talking if the girl's bigger than you and she just little spoons you
What are you
regardless.
You mean taller or longer, not bigger?
taller, longer, whatever you want to call it.
You're not
But
gonna-
if she just little spoons you just like instinctually, she little spoons you. Your dick just gets smaller. I'm telling you. Like
No, it doesn't.
How do you
Yes,
know
it
what my
does.
dick does? Damage. That's usually all that it does. And then
This is
sulk in pain for a
I'm
while.
abstinent, so I don't know.
Have you ever been broken? Like
what?
What? Like a horse? Like what are you talking about?
I'm a broken
Anything
short.
that
Pegging
breaks.
me? Like what you mean?
like
Broken.
Salute.
so I'm a little free. I think we was gonna get into this kind of lingus thing. Like
Oh,
my
God.
safe word is like my last breath of air.
Dude, I don't have no safe word because I ain't never worried about her doing some shit I don't want to do.
'Cause you're a virgin.
Because we don't do nothing. Yeah.
Right.
The first time a girl licked my ass from behind, I was like, whoa!
Actual.
I had this time out. What? Just where the fuck are we going here?
Bro, I'll tell you right now.
We on vacation?
I'll tell you right now, okay? This, hey,
What?
Full, like, doesn't matter, all right? I've had fingers go near it. Okay?
Like the crevice.
yeah, like acting like they're gonna touch my asshole. And my shit closes so fast, all right? Like, there ain't nothing getting in there. Like, if you have a finger there, it's getting cut off. I'm telling you right now. My gluteus maximus is so goddamn strong.
Oh, you do them squats. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I squat 500 pounds.
He
still.
doesn't give me any squats anymore.
It,
I don't know what it's about.
It fucking closes, but
This guy sends me fucking hip thrusts every day.
Because I know you're.
Well, I'm not saying when I
I
happened,
know
it was
you're
like
semi-gay.
it's not like Jesus was parting the Red Sea and shit.
No. Dude,
Like my butt
we're
cheeks.
talking like
It just,
this shit
like-
was closing up, and they're like, you ain't getting in or out after that.
You ever
Wrapping it up, okay.
What do you mean?
If fingers go near that area, I'm done. I ain't shit happening. Start playing songs because Britt says we're wrapping it up.
Yes.
We must be in the
I think-
power hour.
So before we
what's
go to
I can't say that.
Downtown Arena for another successful night of karaoke, in which I hope that you sing.
I will
finally.
be there.
I know you. Yeah. I was
my
hoping
ride
to
is
play
2
some other
hours away in
stuff, but this
Cleveland
is
right now.
this is the first song that I ever wrote, and it's about hanging out with a group of friends that's not really a group of friends anymore, but out here in this area. It's called Yee Yee. It goes like this.
Oh, you don't have. Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
Go down about 10 miles on Brick Church Road. Past some old hay fields in the pond my family owns. Yeah, out there everyone knows our names. Second drive on the left, Tartan Lane. My buddies and me just turning it up. shotgun, another cold Bud Light with an old straw hat on. We roadie them back roads, we put mud on four-wheel drives. Too high to know it, having the time of our lives, yeah. My buddies and me just turning it up. I don't really hear from the back of my truck. Way out here, living it up. Everyone yells, he ain't not giving up. That's our anthem. Bonfires burning, got all girls up dancing. Yeah, that's that moonshine round. Right here at KG Productions, that's where it's going down. My buddies and me just turning it up. I don't really hear any from the back of my truck. Way out here, living it up. Everyone yells, yeah, just get a little. Oh yeah, my buddies and me. Can't see buddies and me just turning it up.
Oh yeah. Fucking A right.
What do you want to say? Oh, you're muted. What do you want to say? Ow.
I'm
That's loud.
muted?
I'm muted. Okay, I'm not now. What?
Fucking A right. That was great. That was so fucking good.
I know. Imagine
Hey.
karaoke night.
Just saying, cue the outro.
Wait, one more.
Make sure you
one
get
more. But in that seat with a good mic.
Oh god.
Singing?
Yeah.
Can I smoke weed first?
I don't care.
Okay, my voice was shot.
Hey,
Look.
hey. Switch the camera to me.
Oh. I'm.
Do you know how to do this?
There you go. Hey, make sure you follow us at otr.pod. Okay. Hey, make sure you follow us at otr.pod. Make sure you go to the merch website, otr.cast.
Sit back.
Sorry,
sit back. Sit back.
otrcast.shop.
You're blurry.
Oh,
Your handsome, gorgeous, shiny head.
There you go.
it's not ready for
He
it.
is cute. I'll give you that. I'll give you
OTRcast.shop.
that.
That is the merch website. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, OTRcast. Same with Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any of those, Anchor,
Any of them.
Google Podcasts, whatever you want to look at.
That's where Erica has to buy her shirt at.
OTRcast. Make sure you follow us on there. All right.
What?
Whiskey Lullaby?
That's what I thought. Are you singing that?
Things. He knows a couple things.
She put 'em out like the burning end of a midnight
In
cigarette.
my opinion, I think that you should come to karaoke and sing at least 2 songs.
She put 'em
That's
out.
up to her.
Oh, bro, I love singing. I really do. I love it.
Hey, just saying.
Just
that we
saying.
can get him
Hey.
a ride home.
Cue the
Need it?
outro.
This is probably one of my favorite podcasts so far. It's very funny.